Okay. So today I'm just going to go through very quickly because it's going to be very near lunchtime. The 4 ingredients that are found in PowerStrips and basically what we do. All right, get on. Now, before we always go into the business, always remember that in our business you have to learn your 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. What is 3? 3 is things about the company that you need to mention. 3 things about the company that you need to mention. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, number 1 is that Forever Green is a 10-year-old company from the United States. That is very important. Okay, we are not a new company, but we are an established 10-year-old company. Right? And not only that, we are debt-free. We don't borrow any money from anybody or any banks. Okay? What we do today, from our products to our manufacturing to our, operational offices around the world, everything is paid in cash by our shareholders. And of course through our profits. So we do not borrow the bank. There's something wrong. Test 1, 2. Okay. And of course, Forever Green is a publicly traded company in America. Okay, over the counter, OTC, over the counter. And you may want to just mention a little bit that last year, about this time last year, our shares in the company was only 6 cents per share. And now it has gone up, a few hundred folds. Okay, and this company is geared to even expand bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to talk about. Okay, FGI is a 10-year-old debt-free publicly traded company. The second thing is Fgxpress is now in over 160 countries. Okay, I've lost count of how many countries we are in now. Okay, Bob, do you know the latest count, Bob?
Yeah, about 180.
About 180 now, can you imagine? Wow. Okay, in the last 7 months in Southeast Asia, we had opened up 6 countries. In the last 7 months in Southeast Asia alone. And I will let you know some good news is that the Hong Kong office is already ready. Okay, that's the 8th country. Japan, the office ready. Soon, right? And of course, Taiwan, China, and coming soon in Asia is Korea. And all this is going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months. Can you imagine how fast we are growing? I mean, if you do not know, a lot of American companies, what they do is they go to one country per year. They come to Singapore and then the next year they will go to Malaysia and then the next year they will go to Thailand. But this company is growing so rapidly simply because of the demand of the product. Agreed? So you want to talk a little bit about that. And of course, yesterday Bob has mentioned that our product is very unique because it's light. Okay, it's light, it's packed in an envelope. Okay, and you can ship it to anywhere around the world for as little as $4.95 per pack. Okay, so this area you need to talk about 3 things. Number 1 global price. Okay, 1 global price, 1 standard shipping charge. Okay, and we send it to anywhere around the world. Okay, for $4.95. Now, of course, the third thing that you need to mention about the company is that PowerStrips in America, you must mention that in America, okay? PowerStrips in America is listed as a Class 1 medical device for pain relief. Okay, for pain relief. And the good news is that because in America they have added another ingredient into the formula in America. Okay, not here yet, okay, in America. And because of that ingredient that we added, okay, it makes the products become a drug. Okay, but this ingredient is not a chemical, it's not. It's basically, we ask what is it, where is it from? It's from Chile. Okay, from Chile. Like, a particular active ingredient that's from Chile. We put it on, okay, and all of a sudden the product now in America is also classified as an OTC drug, over-the-counter drug. Okay, we'll let you know that. So these are the 3 things that you mentioned. 4. What is 4? 4 are the 4 ingredients which I'm going to share with you very, very quickly. The 4 ingredients that are found in the product. Okay? And 5 is that we pay you. Okay, the 5 revenues that we pay you. Okay, number 1 is a fast start, number 2 is your extract bonus, number 3, the team bonus, number 4, your matching bonus, and number 5, the rank advancement bonus. These are the 5 bonuses. So if you want to keep it standard, these are the three things, the 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Got it? Right, let's go straight into the ingredients. Let's go straight into the ingredients. Okay, into the ingredients. Okay. Right, can you move one slide back? Okay, the first thing that all of us need to understand is that Dr. Kim Min-soo from Korea, the person who actually invented the product, okay, had used a very unique, very advanced, what we call technology called the transdermal delivery technology. Now, this is a very new technology that a lot of people have not heard of. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this technology, okay, and why this product works so well. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, of course, with this transdermal delivery technology, when you put it on your skin, when you put PowerStrips on your screen, it doesn't cause any sensitivity. Okay, does not cause any sensitivity. Now, I know many of you have given me some feedbacks. You know, that some people put on the strip and then they have, you know, itchiness, they have, you know, allergies, they have all kinds of things. There is a reason to it. There is a reason, which I will cover it when I talk about the ingredients. Alright? There's a reason. But generally, no one should feel any sensitivity to the skin. But however much said, how do you know whether the person is sensitive or not? Okay? Because you will have to test first, right? So what you need to do is cut the tiny little piece, okay? And you put it where? The softest area of your skin. The softest area. And where is the softest area? Huh? Correct. Just below your elbow. Inside. Okay? And then on the inside area. That is the most what we call softest area of the skin. Alright? You may want to cut a tiny little piece and you paste it on down there. And you wait. You don't have to wait long. If a person is truly sensitive to any of the 4 ingredients, which should not be like I said, but in any case, if there's any sensitivity to the skin, it will appear immediately within 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know, it starts to have redishness, then it starts to feel itchy. Okay, and sometimes it will swollen. Right? Now this means that the person is allergic, and so you have to tell them, I am so sorry, you are one out of the 10 most luckiest person. No, most unlucky person is the word that you can't use the product. 1 out of 10,000. But generally, like I say, you should not have any sensitive skin. Alright? So, and because of that, our product can be put on the skin on a regular basis. Okay, on a regular basis. Okay? The what they call the glue, okay, the glue that we actually use is actually a water-soluble type of a adhesive, we call it, water-soluble adhesive. So it does not cause any, you know, sensitive or allergic to the skin, right? And of course, non-toxic and is very good for the environment. By the way, I just learned from Bob that he learned from China that please do not throw away all your used PowerStrips. Don't throw them away because there is a very useful, it is very useful for something else. And so Bob is going to talk to you about that, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Remember that, okay? You know what I mean? So, you know, normally when you use the PowerStrips, right, then after 2 days, you throw away, right? Don't throw away now. Keep it. Because we can teach you how to recycle it for a better use. Yeah. So Bob is going to, I'm not going to steal the show from you. Alright. So anyway, that's very good for the environment. By the way, if you throw it away, you know, it will biodegrade itself. Okay? Right. Next slide. Now, PowerStrips has got 2 layers. Okay? The outer layer and the inner layer. The outer layer, okay, and you open the sticker at the back. the inner layer. Okay, so there are two layers. The outer layer and inner layer. The outer layer, this piece of string is actually made from wood bark. Wood bark, okay? And a lot of people think that it's paper. When you try to pair it, yes, you can pair it if you pair it with the strain of the wood bark. Like this way, you pair it this way. Let me show you how to tear it. If you tear it this way, you can tear it. But if you try to tear it this way, you can't. Okay, because this is against the strain of the bark. You understand what I'm trying to do? So you can tear like that, you see? Right? Because the strain of the bark is like that. So you can tear it, but you try to tear against the strain, you can't. You got it? So this is the outer layer of the product, which is made from wood bark, and one of the 4 ingredients is found on this wood bark area. Okay, and the first ingredient is called germanium. Okay, so you see there, wood bark, and the germanium crystals are there. Okay, by the way, the germanium crystals does not penetrate into your body because the molecular weight is bigger than your skin pores, so it will not penetrate. But it is there for a purpose, and I will talk to you why. Okay, what purpose is that? Then, of course, on the inner side of the product, of the PowerStrips, there are 3 other ingredients that are found. Okay, number 1 is, of course, the Korean red ginseng, and the silver ions is there. And of course, the third thing is the marine phytoplankton. Now, as I'm talking about the product, I want to give you some updates. PowerStrips formula varies from one country to another. It varies. It all depends on what? It all depends on the registration of the product. Okay, in certain countries, certain ingredient is what we call controlled. Okay, controlled. I mean, certain ingredients will only be used for certain things only. For example, silver ions. Okay, silver ions. Silver ions is very good as a what? It is a good product to kill bacteria, germs, even microbes. But however, it is in some countries, not all. Singapore, Malaysia, we are okay. Japan, I don't know. Okay, Thailand, it's okay. Vietnam, it's okay. But in Taiwan, the funny part is Taiwan cannot accept, silver ions, and so we do not put that in. So there are only a few other ingredients that are there. Okay, so you need to understand that it varies from one country. Like I mentioned to you, in America today they have another product called capsaicin, which is actually from the chili. Okay, very very good. It not only works very well for adhesive, but as you all know, capsaicin is also very good for what? For removing fat. Okay, a lot of slimming products actually have this ingredient as well. Yeah, for slimming, for cellulite. How do you spell that? CAPSAICIN. Okay. So anyway, let's move on. So in our general product that you're found here in this market, and so I believe also in Japan, all of us have 4 ingredients. Okay, 4 ingredients. Now I want to go into each of the ingredients. The first ingredient I want to talk to you about is germanium. Now germanium is a very popular ingredient. Germanium by itself is in powder form. So there are a lot of companies out there, especially so-called energy companies. Okay, they sell their energy products. They actually use the same ingredient, germanium. So what they actually do in some of these companies is they take this germanium powder, okay, and they mix it with ceramide, which is basically a type of soil, ceramide. So what they do is they mix these two together, okay, mix it together, and then put it in an oven, okay, in an oven with molds, and then they bake it. They actually bake the germaniums with the ceramides. And out comes what? The kind of a pendant. Round, black pendant. Have you seen that before? Yes, you've seen that, right? So that is actually made from germanium powder. Okay? And a lot of people pay a lot of money. I know in Malaysia, some people pay crazily, 1,000, 2,000 ringgit, you know, just to buy that one pen. Some even pay even more, 6,000 ringgit to buy, you know, another pendant. And what people feel is that when they wear this pendant, this germanium, powder will actually give them energy. Okay, will actually, you have one? Okay, you can show them that. All right, that's what they claim. Okay, and you know what? These companies, they actually do demonstrations too. So today, if we have time, we're going to invite our experts. You know, we actually have experts right now. You know, the energy experts. We're going to invite them to come out and show you the demonstration. And we have done it again and again and again. Now, these companies, they actually do the same demonstration. So, you know, I was in one city at one time, and there was a bunch of these leaders who came for a meeting, and they were all having their pendants, like what she's doing. Is that what you're wearing? Okay. Oh, not this one. Yeah, it's the same, but this is a very small one. Okay. Some of them are very big ones, you know. Okay. Anyway, some of them come in pens. Okay. And some of them a pen, they tell you put a pen in your ear, you know, and it will energize your ear and all that. They have a lot of things to say about the products. Anyway, I just let you know for more information, right? So they do the same demonstration, you know, they get people to put their hands at the back and then, you know, the press and things like that. So I want to tell you this story that I met with this bunch of people who came for a meeting. So we also talk about germanium, right? And then, you know what they do is they actually have a kind of a tiny device which they can actually measure. They can actually measure the, you know, the what you call the energy force of the product. You know, and so the first thing they did was they measured the gas, wow, very high. You know, and then they measured PowerStrips. You know what happened? You just measured on the PowerStrips, you know what happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You know that? Before you put on your body, you just test it, and there was nothing. It shows nothing at all. Then I was laughing at them. I said, "Hi, you don't understand how a product works, okay? Because our product will work when you put it on your skin. If you leave it like that, there, it does not work. Okay? You need to put it on your skin, and that's the technology that we want to share with you about. You need to put it on your skin, okay? Or near to your skin, near to your body. You just cannot put it like that and test it. Of course, nothing will happen. But if you put it close to your body or onto your skin, something will happen. Okay? And I want to tell you why something will happen. And when we measure it, when we put it on the skin and when we measure it, you know what happened, my friend? Our what they call measurement increases much more than what they have when they put on the product. Can you imagine that? And we actually do a demonstration. Okay, use your product, put it in you know, wear it, and then we do the demonstration. Okay, very good. Okay, and the next thing what we do is we just put the PowerStrips without even putting on the skin, just put it in the pocket of the person. And we do our demonstration. You know how we do our demonstration? We step on the hand and we go up and we jump. Okay? And the person will fall. Yeah. So today we're going to show you the demonstration, alright? Kevin? Can we do the demonstration? You want to show them how to do it? Yeah. Let's welcome Mr.
How are you? No, I don't see that. I see it like sleep. Okay, you want to get a camera from PowerStrips?
Yeah.
You want to try it? Okay, who wants to try? Let's hand up.
Who wants to try the demonstration? Come on up. Who wants to try?
Nobody want?
Okay, make
Hey,
sure
don't scare me.
come on up.
Okay, come.
Hey, Sunny. Make sure that you don't have any pulse on you. Okay. But also pulse on your body. Anybody who has low pulse on you.
Okay. What do you think? Let's see. Before the body goes the pouches. Now I push. You can feel the power like this. The leg. Okay, see, I take by one hand. See.
Keep straight, body straight.
Body straight. Like that. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
See that? That's without PowerStrips.
Okay, I see the body very big. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, one hand on here. Okay. Was it one hand? Let's see. 2 hands. Okay, then when you push the pouches like this, okay, give a hand. The handphone can make you know the handphone, that's right. Okay, when you put here, we hear it's a long time, or in the mind, the heart, right? And put here, problem the heart, and put here, problem what? Right? Okay, so you have a bone in the body. Can you take it out? Okay, take it.
Okay, and what they do is, they do it in a different way. They take germanium powder, right? They take germanium powder, but instead of baking it with ceramide, they mix it with fibers. Okay, fibers. They make it together. They make it with the fibers together with the powders. And from the fibers, they make it into what? They make it into clothing, t-shirts, panties, suspenders, socks. Okay, you understand what I'm talking about, right? Very, very big. And bag, and all kinds of things they do, okay, on materials. And so what actually happened is, true enough, because it contains germanium, and so therefore it gives you the energy. But today, Dr. Kim Il-sung used a different technology. What we do is we actually crystallize the germanium. Okay, we use a method to crystallize the germanium. So they are actually known or called germanium crystals. And if you look at this prism, it's a fine example of what we are trying to tell you. Okay, and what actually happened is this: is that when you put these PowerStrips, Bob was telling me the story about something in, I think in Mexico or something like that. Bob, if I'm wrong, tell me. Okay, there was this one guy who had pain on his ankle, severe pain because he twisted his ankle. And what they actually tried with the product was, before they put the PowerStrips there, the guy was in pain. Am I right? Bob, you want to share the testimonies? Maybe you should come and tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob. That's why Bob.
So, let's see, give me a PowerStrip. So they had, this gentleman was sitting there, he had a bad ankle. This was actually in Japan that this happened. And do you remember this? You might remember this story. So he had a bad ankle. They went to apply the PowerStrip to the ankle. They were looking for the best angle. Every time the PowerStrip got close to the ankle, the pain started to go down. And they thought that was kind of odd. And so they pulled it away, the pain came back, and they put it back. Anyway, it was a very interesting, I think, proof that you know, there's energy, there's healing energy in this product that extends beyond the product itself, right? And so, which will explain why, and maybe Jeff, you can talk about why it works so well on even things like wine, and taking the sour taste out of lemons and limes and things like that. Anyway, that's it.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about the germinal technology, and probably after that, if we have time, we continue on. Okay, if not, we'll go for lunch, come back, and we'll talk about it more later. So, what actually happened is that, as I mentioned to you, on the outer layer of the PowerStrips, there are millions and millions and millions of germanium crystals on the outer layer. They are so small, you can't see them. Okay, they are so small, you can't see them. Yet, they cannot penetrate into your body. Okay, because the molecular size is bigger than the skin. But what actually happens is that when you put it near to your body, okay, near to your body, as you go near to the body, sometimes you don't even have to patch it, you know what I mean? Okay, as long as it's very close body, he didn't. He just put it like that only, right? Okay, with Jimmy, the same thing, right? Okay, just under your body, right? You're not pacing it. What actually happens is that our body generates heat. Heat from? Well, basically it's from the food that we take. Okay, from the food that we take. Right? When we take the food contains carbohydrates, the food contains proteins and fats. And so what happens is that our body utilizes these carbohydrates, proteins and fats to become energy for our body. And in return, it generates the heat. The food that is being metabolized generates heat. Okay, so when you actually put the what you call the strips on your skin, what happens is that the heat energy will penetrate from our body and it will hit those germanium crystals. You get it? And what actually this germanium crystal does is that it will generate back into your body a type of energy called far infrared energy, or FIR. Okay, far infrared energy. Now, far infrared energy is a well-known science. Okay, it's a well-known science and accepted science even by the medical field. For example, many sports people, they get injured. And so they go seek treatment in the hospitals. Okay, those physiotherapists will normally use a lamp. Okay, they will use a lamp, which is red in color, a lamp, and they will put it near to where the injury is to release the pain, or we call it for pain management. Okay, they actually do that, the far infrared lamp. But however, you must understand this, far infrared is measured in microns. Okay, from the energy, there are microns. Okay, there are microns. Between 4 to 14 microns is far infrared. Okay, anything lower is no longer far infrared. Anything higher than 4 to 14, the energy is no longer far infrared. Got it? Okay, of course, 4 being the lowest far infrared, 14 happens to be the highest. And so what does hospital do? They actually use electricity to convert it into energy, into the far infrared energy, and that's very high, that's about 14 microns. And because it's very high energy, right, you cannot put it on your skin for too long because it will burn the skin. So normally what they normally do, the physiotherapist would do, is to put on the lamp on you or near your injury for about 4 minutes, and they will remove it. Okay, they cannot continue doing that. It's only about 4 minutes per time. Anything more than that will burn your skin. Alright? That's the high part. Of course, if you go towards the low part of 4 micron, the far infrared is not high enough to be able to, help relieve pain. Okay? Now, what is unique about Dr. Kim Il-sung's technology is that when you put on the PowerStrips onto your body, which has 37 degrees Celsius temperature, that exact 37 degrees give you exactly 9 microns. So let me ask you a question. 4 to 14. What is in the center? 9, exactly. And so what actually happens is that when you put on the PowerStrips, it actually gives you in return about 9 microns of far infrared. And you are putting it on for how long? For 48 hours. Okay, for 48 hours. The medical hospitals, they only use it for 4 minutes. But that's 14 microns, right? But you're putting on the average of 9 microns, and you put it on 48 hours, it will truly relieve the pain. And does a lot of other things. Okay, make sense to you? Hello? Okay. Because of time constraint, today is not an actual product training. We try to, compile them together for you, but that's basically what it works. Okay? Now, of course, some people ask me the one question, Jeff, are you a doctor? I say I'm not. But I've learned a lot from many people, especially from Dr. Kim Il-sung. Okay, I was there in Korea, and I asked him a lot of questions. Just like my seafood, Dr. Chu, I always like to ask questions and learn a lot from them, right? Right? Okay. So one of the things that you must understand that this product, because of the energy that it can generate, okay, it can do a lot of wonders. A lot of wonders. Bob talked about wine. Okay, we have tested that wine with Bella, I was with Bella, when we, the first time, she hadn't seen the demonstration, so I said, hey, you know what, let's go to a restaurant and let's order a bottle of, she wanted to see the results, and she wanted to be the testimonial. So we went to this restaurant down there and we ordered the cheapest wine. From the wine list. The wine list, right? Some of them are very expensive. One bottle, the most expensive wines are there. We purposely go down and look at the cheapest one. We ordered the wine. And what we did was very simple. Just two wine glasses. Okay, we pour the same amount of red wine. Okay, and then on one of the red wine, we just take a tiny little piece of 1 cut 4. You would want to try that out. Okay, when you go for wine next time. 1 cut 4 this size. Okay, and then we put it on a glass. Okay, you go back in Israel, you put it on the glass. On one of the wine. And the other wine, remember, don't make it too close, okay? So you must make sure the two glasses of wines are far away, okay? So one you put on the PowerStrips and one without. And you just need to wait for 2 minutes. Those only 2 minutes, don't have to wait long one. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that's good enough. The next thing we want to do is to try. Okay, to try. Of course you must try the glass of wine that doesn't have PowerStrip on. Okay, the first thing is to take it out, smell it. Okay, you smell it. Now, of course, when you smell the glass of wine, which is a very cheap wine, like cheapskates, right? So when you smell the wine, you'll find that you can smell the sour. It's very sour. The first thing you'll notice, very sour. The second thing is you can even smell the alcohol, very strong alcohol smell, very sour. Okay, and then of course, you would like the smell. It's not too fruity. It's not fruity at all. Okay. Then you go to the other wine. You take it out, and then you smell it again. You'll see something different. You want to tell them what happened?
After we put the PowerStrip, the wine taste is more good and good and good. And then we drink like 3 bottles and we go home really drunk.
Now what actually happens is that when you take the one with the thing, when you smell it, number one, it's not that sourish anymore. not that sour anymore. You can, the alcohol is gone, the smell is gone, and most importantly is what? Is that it's very fruity smell. Very fruity, you can smell the grapes, very fruity. Okay? Exactly like an expensive wine. Then the best thing is you taste it. Taste the one without, and taste the one with PowerStrips. Okay, you can taste it's a totally different taste. Here we're talking about maybe a wine which is, 1-year-old wine, maybe 2012 wine, 2012 wine, or 2013 wine, or 2014 wine. But when you take this product and you drink it, you feel like you're taking a wine which is about 10-year-old, 12 years old wine. Yeah, but it's the PowerStrips. Amazing, right? Go back and you try it out. Okay? Because we don't want to get you guys drunk, that's why. Okay, you know the Vietnamese even more terror. I tell them red wine, you know what they use? Vodka. Right? They use vodka. And then the Bali people even more crazy. Black label. Johnny Walker whiskey. And then the worst part was, hey, you're supposed to drink the whiskey with mix, right? Not mix, right? They didn't. They take the whole thing. But I tell you, from a Johnny Walker 12-year-old whiskey, the taste would change, okay, to a very expensive gold label or higher, blue label or gold label Johnny Walker, which costs you many times more, okay? That's how the product works. Okay, well, why? People ask me the question, how? Jeff, there must be a science behind it, right? Right? As I mentioned to you, when you do the demonstrations, where it gives you the energy, okay, our energy is stronger than the other products because of the fried product, right? Now, what actually happens is that when you put it on the glass, you must understand the glass of wine or whiskey or water or whatever contains water, right? Right, my friends?
Yes.
So, water is what in science is 2 hydrogen atoms with 1 oxygen atom. That's why it's called H2O. Okay, 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atoms of oxygen. What actually happens when you put on the PowerStrips, it triggers the molecules. Just as when you put it on your PowerStrips, some people feel it that is triggering your body. You can feel it sometimes. Some people very suddenly can feel it. It triggers the molecule of water. Okay? At the same time, why does it work with alcohol? Because alcohol is CH2OH. CH2OH. So there's also another, what we call oxygen molecule there. Got it? And so what actually happens is that you actually trigger the molecule of the oxygen. Okay, by doing so, the molecule starts to become smaller. You get it? It becomes smaller. And it takes away the oxygen. And so what actually happens is that if you put, like for example, if you ask me, technically, again, I'm not a scientist, but I'm telling you science, okay, because I'm from science school, so I can tell you about science, is that a bottle of water is H2O, right? If you put it on a glass like that, and you carry it around, what happens is that it will automatically give it more hydrogen, because it releases the oxygen. Make sense to you? It releases the oxygen by shaking it, by triggering it, it releases it, and therefore you have a bottle of what we call hydrogenated water. Now a lot of people pay a lot of money to buy hydrogenated water. There's one company from Japan. Yeah, now he knows. Our friend is getting a lot of information now. Okay, Japan is one company selling hydrogenated water in a pouch, and they are so expensive. The question is why you want to do that. PowerStrips, put it on your bottle. Okay, put it on your bottle, keep it in your fridge. You take it out, a day later, it becomes hydrogenated water. A lot of hydrogen inside. You got it? So that's still what actually happened. Again, how it releases, how it changes the structure of the wine, the taste of the wine is because again it triggers the what you call the molecule CH2OH. It triggers it, and whatever it releases, once it releases the O, the alcohol starts to reduce. Okay, and at the same time, it does a lot of things. That's the reason why your wine tastes so good. Make sense? Okay, very good. Any questions? Okay, your lunch is ready, so we're going to break. How long for lunch?